Hello everyone, welcome to Red Dragon Model Works. It's just a quick update on my little Stuart here. Kit that Freddie Duarte sent me. I got her all primed up, painted. I primed it, I post shaded it, and then I layered a few colors on it. I'll show you what I do. Let me switch this camera around. I'll show you exactly what I did.
I've done some weathering on her. I was going after, I read that in the Philippines, when the Japanese got there, that they confiscated quite a few of these. So I was going after the, the Philippine look, the jungle look, beat up, on the run. They can't paint them up. So that's what I did. I added some heavy weathering on it and some scratches and stuff, where bullets were dinging off of her and stuff. I still have to put a filter on her. I still have to, some future, put a filter on her, weather her up. I still need to paint across here the white band, and she'll be done. Oh, and the decals. These are the decals that came with it. I'll use some of them, but I won't use all of them. I think I'm just going to paint a white stripe across here, and then probably use that star right there. Well, no, the stripes are right there. Well, we'll see. Right.
I'm going to add a coat of future. I used to have a lot of trouble with that when I first started using it. But I've since learned that if you lower your air pressure down to about 20, it shoots pretty good. So here we go. Light coats. You don't want heavy coats on this. Let's get some light coats. I use my Badger for this. I don't use my Iwata. So I'm gonna just spray a light mist of it on there. Get ready for weathering. I will shine it up some, but that's okay. I'll go over it with a dull coat. I'll satin varnish afterwards. All I want right now is to protect the paint that I got on there, so I can put the decals on, and then finish up the streaking, the weathering. Now this will dry quick. You got to be careful with this now, so you don't get that orange peel. 20 pounds PSI, steady hand, and slow. That's the way I learned how to do it. I know that there are many guys out there that know how to do this already, but I get a lot of requests from people that don't know how to do it, and they have trouble with it. So this is the way I do it. It might not be the right way, but it's the way I do it. So here's where we're going to have the decals. So I want to make sure that I protect this real good, so those decals will slide on there real nice. Again, I'm at about 20 pounds PSI, nothing higher than that. If you do that, then you'll end up with a mess, man. I'm telling you, you'll end up with a mess everywhere. It'll orange peel on you. So go with about a 20 pounds. That should be on your air compressor, and that should do it. And get those tracks so I can weather them up. I'll let this sit for about an hour, and then I'll go over it again and get those decals on, and then the weathering. For that, I'll use some either some pastels or some AK Interactive. I don't have much of those, but I'll probably use the AK Interactives. And I'll show you when I get ready to do that. And as I said, for now, all I want to do is, I got those tracks painted black, so I want to protect those tracks. And I got a glove on so I don't get fingerprints all over everything. I'll get the turret one more time. And then I'll get the top half of it one more time. You notice I'm not too close to it, because if I do that, then I'll flood it. So I'm about maybe 6 inches, 4 to 6 inches away from it. And I'm just lightly spraying a few coats. Nothing heavy. I don't want it to orange peel on me. And one more time. Here. There's one final shot of it. I was able to do some work today because I didn't have my grandson on Fridays, so I was able to get some work done on it. Alright, now we're going to let that sit. I'll put her together. I'll come back with the weathering and the decals. Get back in a little bit. Oh, forgot to mention one more thing. I make my own airbrush cleaner. I use about 1 part of windshield washer fluid. I put in about, I don't know, 1/3 of rubbing alcohol, and then I put in the rest of it as water. Works beautiful. Saves you a lot of money, guys. I also rinse it out one time with just regular distilled water, not tap water, because the tap water has lime in it and has impurities in it. You use $1, you can get a thing of distilled water. Run it right through there, man. It doesn't plug up. It doesn't put any sediment on your needle, man. Get back in the back. Alright, guys. This is where she's at right now. I put some microsol on those decals, so I'm going to let it set for 24 hours and let those decals weather down a little bit. Got it all the way around. I got some heavy chipping on it. And got those decals. I want those to set. I took these from an old set I had and added them. This here is some stretched sprue, because the antenna was broke, so I stretched some sprue and I made a new antenna here. As you can see here, I'm laying out a bunch of different pigments and streaking so I can get it all streaked up. But I want to let that sol set in a little bit and let those decals melt into the plastic. See how that goes. So I want to give it about 24 hours. So let me turn this around. I'll be right back. Alright, brothers, that's it for today. I'm going to let her sit a little bit. as I said earlier, I want to let those decals settle. I still need to go back in, give me a second here, and fix that, the track. For the most part, she's done. I was going to add a filter on it, don't know yet. I still need to do a pin wash on it. And then I still need to work on this guy, old Cecil here. I picked up this off of Amazon, a face painting set, so I can try my hand at some realistic face painting. I have some streaking grime, some rust streaks, some track rust, you know, some different kind of stuff here. I still might just also use some pastels, but I'll sleep on it and I'll figure out what I'm going to do next. But for the most part, that's it. The next update, I should have the figure in there, and I should have those. I'm going to weather also those decals, you know, chip them away, make them look like they're weathered. I'm going after a jungle look, you know, from the Philippines is what I'm going after with this. So, the next update you'll have is this one all done, and I'll start working on my Merkaba. In between that, I'll start working on my shuttle titanium. I got to get that done. So, you brothers have a good weekend. It's the Red Dragon saying, peace, brothers. Keep slinging that styrene. Stay safe. Ciao.